So in today's video, we're going to look at Webflow on the iPad Pro. There's been obviously iPad OS 15 just came out. So I want to just, have a look at Webflow again on the iPad Pro. I've done a previous video, so if you want to take a look at that to see what Webflow was like at that point. But I want to do an update video, see if they fixed the issues, see if we can now, build a full website on Webflow. So I'm just gonna build a couple little elements on Webflow, or maybe play around with a design I already have, and just see if it's actually usable on the iPad Pro. I'll be using the iPad Pro 11-inch from 2018, and I'll be using the Logitech keyboard and a Logitech MX Master 2S mouse. So yeah, let's find out if it's actually usable. Okay, so here we are in Webflow. This is just a site, my actual personal site. So yeah, we're just gonna try some things out, see how things work. So the first thing I want to just jump in and try, because it's super basic and it wasn't working the last time I tried Webflow on the iPad, it's just whether or not you can use the mouse wheel to scroll this area. So let's try it out. And that, my friends, is a no. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's a no. So this is using the MX Master 2S. So you can't actually scroll, and you also can't use the touchscreen to scroll through this list either. So let's see. What you can do, however, I guess you can use the scroll bar to scroll through. I guess, to be fair, that at least means it's somewhat usable, but it's not really ideal, to be honest, because I think, like most people, you want to scroll through. Okay, so this is a bit strange. So now I'm using the scroll, it's scrolling, but it's kind of scrolling everything. And now it's refreshed the page because I think I've scrolled to the top. So far, kind of strange things are happening, just on like some super basic stuff. I don't really know who would necessarily have to use this Webflow on the iPad Pro. But of course, if this is your only machine and you want to use Webflow, then you haven't really got a choice. So let's see. If I wanted to change this to, let's see, books. Oh wait, sorry, my keyboard's not on. All right, cool. So books I read. So you can type things in, no problem. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's a basic thing, but it's good. You can do it. All right, let's check out this nav bar. See, everything is selectable. That's good. You can use a touchscreen. So you can use a touchscreen to select the different elements. You can go through your symbols. Again, okay. This is definitely a big problem. I don't know if you can disable the scroll to refresh, this kind of scroll to refresh on Safari. This is the new Safari. I don't think it was a problem with the other Safari. So I think there's definitely some, things you have to learn with this. To be honest, 3 minutes into this video, I would not recommend this, to be honest. This is definitely not a good experience compared to having this on a MacBook. And bear in mind, if you had to use Webflow, you didn't have a MacBook, you had an iPad Pro, honestly, I suggest buying like a really cheap MacBook, and or just a cheap, any computer really, to be fair. It doesn't have to be a Mac. It's a browser-based thing. So you can scroll through things and see what preview looks like. It does preview things well, somewhat, but this extra white bit when you over scroll is there. Let's see. So yeah, see, if you pull this down, with this is the touchscreen, I'm pulling this down, it does the refresh. So if you go all the way down again, okay, that works okay. All right, let's see what it looks like responsive on responsive stuff. So it's a little bit hard to scroll using this MX Master mouse, and it shouldn't be. Okay, so if we just go through the different responsive, you can just kind of see if this works. And in fairness, it does work. It does work. Now, if for example I wanted to duplicate this element, so usually you can do this pretty easily. Okay, so that keyboard shortcut didn't work. So this is all the keyboard shortcuts. So it seems to default. Let's see if it'll work now. No, so I was trying to copy and then paste this in. Okay, that didn't work. Let me just see if I can add a div block here. See how accurate we can be. So you can add that, and then we'll try and add a, let's just say a heading within that div block. So you can do some small changes, if on the fly you had to for some reason do some small changes to your website on an iPad Pro, you could do it. Being honest, I wouldn't recommend building a whole website using this. I think this would be a massive headache. Just being very, very honest with you guys. Let's see if we can. So for example, normally on Webflow you can hold Alt and then use. So okay, to be fair, this works. I actually didn't think it would work. So you can actually change the padding and stuff with that. Command Z works as well. Command Z, Command Z works as well, so you can undo things. Overall, I'm not too sure. Well, no, that's not true. I'm sure you shouldn't be using this. Professionally, I would say if you have to do like really small edits, it's possible. So say for example, I don't know, if you had a client and maybe you didn't have your laptop, but you had your iPad Pro, you can log into Webflow, sign into your account, and then just make very, very, very small changes. And I'm sure if you hit publish, that should all work fine. So I'm not going to publish it to my main one, just in case. I'm just going to publish, and then you should be able to just publish, and that should go through as it would on your desktop. But again, like I said, small changes. Don't try and replace your MacBook or laptop with this iPad Pro to work with Webflow. It won't work for you, in my opinion. It's just there's too many usability issues. It'll be much slower, much less efficient, and I'm sure there'll be bugs which you won't anticipate. Again, see this scroll thing on the side, it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't work. It's very strange, and look at that, the screen's all going crazy. Yeah, so in conclusion guys, like I said, small changes. If you want to do it on the iPad Pro, find maybe some text changes here, maybe a change in image here, change in image there. You can do it, but yeah, don't try and replace your whole laptop to work on the iPad Pro on Webflow, in my opinion. If you guys have any other maybe opinions about this, maybe you tried it and maybe I'm doing something wrong here, yeah, get in the comment section, let me know. If you found this video useful, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If it takes a moment for you, but it means the world to me, and I'll catch you in the next one.